think you can start recording now. Okay, cool. All right. So I'm recording now. I'm recording already. Yeah. So yes, let's move to our. We said we have the learn function. Yeah. So that's actually how to use your learn function. We've discussed that. All right. So the next thing we also want to look at after the learn function is the lower method. The lower method. So how does the lower method, how does it work? So here is actually how it works. We are going to look at the lower method and the upper method all at once. So yes, so now we've done this thing. I think somebody saying something here. Okay, so somebody wants to ask a question. Yeah, and me too.
Sir, I want to ask that what's the job of a learn function, sir?
Okay, the job of what length function, what it does, it counts it checks the length of the characters here. If you can see, when I run the code, it is showing 5 here. So you can see it's showing 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Do you get? And if you count from 0 on from your, you just do a practical aspect now. Do your palm, count it on your palm. Do 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. You will notice it's up to 5. So that's actually what the length function is actually doing. It counts the length of that particular text. Is that very clear now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay.
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you very much. Yeah. So, yeah, we are looking at upper. So let's look at upper now. So if I want to do upper here, so I'm going to be using the same variable name as the same variable name. For example, so let's say I want to like turn this David. I want to turn everything to lower. So I will do print print. I would say name dot lower. So if I say dot lower here, somebody is trying to join. Uh, view. See, somebody wants to join the call. I'm trying to see. Say somebody is trying to join. Okay, admit all, please. Yeah. So yeah. So the lower, the lower. How do we use the lower now? So if I do, let me do it again. So I do print. I have name. Then I put lower. That's because lower is a method. This print here, this learn is a function, while this one is a what? Is a method. Please let's note that though, that there's difference between method and and function. We are going to look at that later though, but I just want to like explain the basic concepts we are going to be needing. So if I do name dot lower here and save, let's run the same code. So if you look at it now, you can see my text is actually capitalized. My first letter here is capital D, but when I print it here, you can see it turns it to what? All lowercase. It turned everything to lowercase. So that's the work of that's what dot lower, that's what it does. So let's look at upper. So if I want to do for upper, I'll just do upper here. So let me do, it's going to print two things, right? All right, so you can see the second one. The second one is what? It turned everything to uppercase. It turned everything to uppercase. So that's actually the work of these two. Please let me know, is it clear? You can react to it. Is that clear? Okay, so you can ask your question. I think somebody raised their hand. Okay, I think it's clear. Is it clear? Please let me know if it's clear. Okay, good, good, good. All right, so let's move to the next thing we have on our slide. So basically, the next thing I have here, I have a lot of things though. But then, is somebody raising hand or nobody's raising hand? Okay. All right, all right. So I actually have a lot of things for us to like discuss today, but we'll just be looking at them one after the other. We'll be looking at them one after the other, and as well make sure we are also keep it to time too. Yeah. So okay, somebody's boss. I can't see anything, even though it is in net. Can you please make screen record? All right, all right. I'm recording. Okay, so Salauddin Abdullah, you can ask your question.
Yes, yes. I can also see it clearly. Yes, sir.
You
The
you can't see it clearly.
yes, sir.
Please, who else can see clearly? I think Kemi, Eunice Kemi, you raised up your hand. Yeah.
Yeah, good evening, boss. Actually, I'm just using someone's email. This is Tunde.
Okay.
I think I can see the screen. I can see the screen clearly because I try to rotate it to landscape. I'm using phone and system at the same time, but I
Okay.
can see it clearly.
You can see it
I just
clearly.
put it in landscape. Yes.
Okay. Okay. I don't know what's going on with the Muiz Owolabi and the other person. I don't know why they can't see it clearly. I don't know why. Try to make sure you get it right. Yeah. But there is going to be like a recording. There's going to be a recording. So the next thing we want to look at is operator. Basically, we want to look at operator. And then when I say operator here, okay, you know what? Let me just share this screen. Let me just share this. So I'll just explain everything here. I want to explain everything here. It looks like everything is black for now. Okay, it's clear. All right, cool. So yeah, I believe you can all see my screen. So when I say operator, basically we mean addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. We have modulus, we have exponential. So the addition is actually normal for everybody. You know that operators now, we only perform operators on integer. And when I say integer, I mean numbers. That's where we perform operator. We don't perform operators on on string. The only operator we perform on string is when we are doing concatenation. So let me explain the modulus here. So what it actually means is just like a remainder. That's what modulus means, remainder. Like let's say if you do 2 over 3, you know that, oh, if we have 1 remainder 1, that's what modulus will give you. That is the remainder. Okay, so we have the floor division. So basically what the floor division, what it does is just like it just all these operators are actually something we can all see online, check it out online. It's just I don't want to like dwell much on them because I don't even I myself, I don't get to use them every day. Yeah, I don't get to use them, and if I need any of them, I can simply go online and then check out to actually work with it. So yeah, the floor division. So basically the floor division is just, oh yeah, this is how it works. A good scenario is like, let's say you have a number that has decimals, a lot of decimals. So what it does basically, just like to make sure how would I put this now? It actually rounds everything up. Do you get, it rounds everything up to that, okay, let's floor it to 2, or let's floor it to a particular a way of putting this data. Do you get, it's not something very big like that. So we have the equals to, we have the plus equals to. So what the plus equals to, what it means is just like let's say, okay, very good, this is actually well explanatory. So you can see the plus equals to here. So you can see plus equals to 3. What it basically means is that x plus 3, that's what this actually means. If you do plus equals to, it means that you are adding that thing. Do you get, you can do, if you do plus equals to, it means that you're adding that thing. You can see when we go to minus here, minus equals to, you can see it's showing x minus 3. You are removing, you are subtracting that thing. So if you look at asterisk equals to, it shows that you are doing x times 3. Now if you look at the division, so you can see the division is the same thing. You can see that the modulus is the same thing, the floor is the same thing. You can see the exponential is the same thing. So you can see the and here is actually the same thing too as well. So there are actually things we can all work on. I don't just want to dwell much on them. Why I want to dwell much on this, So we have Python comparison operators. Python comparison operator. So what we mean by equals to is just like when you say programming is equals to problem solving. Programming is equals to problem solving. What you are basically doing there is you are comparing. That's what you are doing. You are comparing. Okay, is programming equals to problem solving, or is it not equals to problem solving? Do you get? That's what you are doing. You're not doing anything much. You are going to see how it actually works in my VS Code. So you can see this. This says not equals to. This not equals to. You're going to see how they work. You can see the greater than. You can see the less than. So yeah, I'm having show like okay, okay. So I think we've seen this. Let me go to my. Let me share my VS Code so we can see what I'm talking about. So sorry, I'm sounding like this. I'm just a bit tired. I was in a call before now. Yeah. So sorry about that, guys. Okay. So yeah. So sorry. Yeah. So how do we look at the this thing? So now, if I have if I want to use my comparison operator, basically I can use them in a conditional, like in a conditional state, like a conditional statement. Do you get? I can use. Sorry. Okay. I can use them in a conditional statement, but since we've not really done anything with conditional statements, I'll just like show us like the operators we have here. So let me just go over to, let me say name equals to, this one is this normal equals to is an assignment to this one. When I say assignment, I mean you are assigning, you are assigning. So let me say goal equals to let's say Fola. I'm just putting a random thing here. So now if I do print sorry, let me comment this. If I print name equals to goal, if I save this now and then run this code, now look at it here, it's saying false. Look at it, it's saying false. Let me clear. Why is it saying false? Sorry, I think somebody is raising their hand also. Okay, so I think Eunice Kemi, you want to ask a question. You can meet yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to see that the screen is not showing again. The screen is not showing again.
The screen is not showing
Right from
again.
when you want to add the,
VS Code.
yes, it's not showing again.
Okay. Let me stop sharing then. I will stop sharing. I will stop sharing. I will share again. So let me share again. Python class. Okay. So I hope we can all see my screen now. Can we all see my screen? Okay, okay, cool. So yeah, that's actually what I wrote. I wrote I wrote name equals to file, goal equals to file. I just put a random thing there. Oh, you can't see my screen. You can still see my screen. Ha. What is going on?
Yeah, I can't see the screen. It's just
I
writing
can see it now.
present. It's
Someone
not
said
showing.
someone said they can see it.
Actually, me, I can see it even when they are saying they are not seeing that they are sharing. Probably it's their network, sha.
Uh, no, what's going on like this? Hey. I guess it's not network. Yeah, it can be network. It can be network issue. It can be network. It can be
It is
network.
network. You know how Google Meet can be. I used to host something.
Maybe I'll try to join again.
Yes. You should. You should. You should. And sometimes your network might be good while some people are seeing the screen, some are actually not seeing them. Some are actually not seeing your screen. It happens to that way on Google Meet though. On Google Meet. So sorry about that, but you are going to get a recording. You're going to get a recording because I'm recording the class already. So you get a recording of what we did today. That's why I want us to do more things, so it will be easier for us or easy for us to like watch the video again and then pick something from there. Do you get? So yeah, we can all move on now. So yeah, so I was doing name equals to file, goal equals to follow. So if you look at it, I said print name equals to goal. You can see that this operator here is actually called comparison operator. So now what they do is that they give true or false. I think he's still raising his hand. So they give true or false as answer. They don't really give any answer like that. They only tell you true or false. That's what they tell you. That's what this tell you. So now if you look at it, it's saying name equals to goal. Is it true? No, it's false because they are not the same thing. Their value are not the same thing. But now if I should put this as if I put this as file, so now if I should come here and run the same thing, you can see that it's telling me true. That's because they have the same data inside them. You can see they have the same data inside them. That's why it's giving me true now. Do you get? That's why it's giving me true now. But now if I do, let me control Z. All right. So now if I do not equals to here, that's the next one, that's the other one we are looking at. If I do not equals to Eunice, you raised your hand. Me too.
Yeah, I tried to end the call and join back again. So it will just show, and after for some seconds, it will just be blank again.
Just be blank again. Google Meet can be somehow sometimes. But don't worry, I'm actually recording the whole thing. I'm recording the whole class so we can actually catch up. I'm recording the whole class so we can catch up as well.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So yes, the not equals to, yeah. So now can someone tell me what will this not equals to? What will it print now? Since equals to was printing false, this not equals to, what will it print now? Let me clear my terminal. Okay. Nobody's saying anything on. No one is saying anything. No one is saying
But,
anything.
but
Sorry, what is it?
true. I
It will,
think it should give us true.
it will give us true, right?
Yes. True.
Okay, cool. It will give us true because we are
Yes.
negating the equals to. That's
Yes.
what we are doing now. So let's run it and see. So let me do. You can see it's giving us true. You guys, it's giving us true. So you can see that you guys are actually understanding this thing. Thank God that you are getting the whole concept behind this thing. You guys are senior devs, so because when I want to address people, I say senior devs. Okay. So yeah, so we have that. We also have the greater than, we have the less than. Obviously, if I want to do the greater than, you'll be doing, like, you won't be doing it on string. You'll be doing that on number. You can have like let's say age equals to 5 m6. Let's say age equals to, let's say this one equals to 7. That's when you now start doing print age. You will say age greater than, sort of like this. So you can just be doing your normal age here. You get? That's what you are doing. So you can see it's saying false, that this age is not what greater than this. But if I just say age is less than this, let's run it and see. So you can see it's printing true. That is, the statement is correct. So you can see that all these things are pretty simple. And I said before I started, I said this is actually the like Python is actually one of the simplest. So we have something called logical operator. So when I say logical operator, we have 3 of them. We have and, we have or, and then we have is. So basically what the and does is that it returns true if both statements are true. It returns true if both statements are true. This thing is actually very important in all programming languages. Please, let's take this thing very serious. What I'm going to do now, let's take it serious. So now I have age here. I said age is 7. I said age is 6 here. So now what I want to do, I want to use the comparison operator here. So now if I do like I want to do print, and I said something like this. I said 7 is greater than 6, and look at it though, and 6 is greater than 7. Look at what I just wrote here. 7 is greater than 6 and 6 is greater than 7. If I clear my code here, let me clear my code. You can see it's showing false. Why is it showing false? It's showing false because the two conditions, I think one of them is right while the other one is wrong. One of them is right while the other one is wrong. Let's say I had come here and put 6 is less than 7, and I put this. Look at it here. You can see this one is saying true. Let me now use the variable name, for example. Now I'm using numbers. I use 7 is greater than 6 and 6 is less than 7. You can see this one is showing true because the conditions are both what? True. If the two of them if they are not true, your condition will return false. So please note the AND function. AND function means the two has to be true. The two condition, it has to be true. It has to be true. If the two conditions are not true, if one of them is false, then the whole condition is going to break. So yeah, the next one we now want to look at is OR. The next one we want to look at is OR. So now let me do the OR here. So let me do 7 is greater than 6 or 6 is greater than 7. So now if you look at this very well, it's still like the same thing I did earlier, but now I'm using OR here. So let me comment this and save. Let's run our code. If you look at this one is giving us true. Why is it giving us true? That's because in OR, one of the condition must be true. If one of the condition is true, it will print true. At least one of the condition, let it be true. Like for example, now if you can see that this condition is actually not true, 7 is not less than 6. Now let me run this code. You can see it's showing false now. That is the two conditions are not true. So let me do 7 is greater than 6. 7 is greater than 6. So now if you look at it now, let me print our code. So you can see it's showing us true. Let me clear. It's showing us true. That's because one of the condition is correct. That means for AND, the two condition must be what? Must be this thing. It must be correct. It must be the same thing. But for OR, the two conditions does not have to be the same thing. Do you get? Once one of them is correct, that's fine. Once one of them is correct though, that is fine. We don't have to do anything much. Just sign up on the upload and then just like do the main thing. So yeah, we've discussed AND, we've discussed OR. So let's look at NOT. Let's look at NOT. So now if we want to do NOT, so basically we use what's it called? What do they call this thing? We use conditional statement for all these things for this particular one. But I just want to like explain it to us. So by the time we start using it, it won't be like a difficult thing for us to follow. You get? So it won't be difficult for us to follow. So we have not, we have is, and we have not in. We have sorry about that. Okay. So we have is, we have is not too as well. We have and or not. Okay, I'm trying to see if we have anything. Okay, somebody is saying something there. All right. So we have Python identity operators. Python identity operators. So we have is and we have is not. Though we are still going to use most of them. We use most of them when we get to conditional, like conditional statements. That's when we get to use most of all these things here. And then obviously, conditional statement is actually what we are going into. Maybe probably in the next class we're going to look at conditional statement. That's actually where we are starting the real programming. Go 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 go. What we are doing here is just like an interface. That's what we are doing now. It's just like an interface, more like the beginner aspect, the beginner aspect. And that is why I believe everything we've discussed now is actually very very easy for us to understand. Please let me know if everything we've discussed is very easy to understand, like everything we've done today. And also, if you have any question, please ask me. If you have any question, ask me. If you have any question based on what I've discussed today, Seth, you can ask me based on what I've discussed today. And if you have question on anything, but just make sure it's actually tech related. So please, you can unmute yourself and ask me question. So in the next class, we are going to move to conditional statement. That's actually the main programming like class. That's when it's going to start. Do you get all this one are just very out. So yeah, you can ask your question, Eunice.
Sorry, like I said, I'm Tunde. I'm just
Okay,
using that
sorry, sorry,
unit.
sorry, yeah, sorry today. Yeah.
Okay. I said, my question is that can we chat you up maybe when you drop the recorded class to the group, so that in case we do we ask we want to ask some questions based on the things we don't understand when there was no network whatsoever.
Yeah, sure, sure. You can come to my DM. You can ask me question on my DM. Yeah. No problem with that.
All right.
Yes. So I think is he the only one that asked question?
Sorry, boss. What is our when is our next class?
Okay, so the next class is the thing is sorry, what is this? Sorry about that. Okay, so yeah, the thing is also I have a lot of things at hand. So the like the whole scheduling of the class and all, but I'm trying to make sure I'm available for you guys on Thursday too as well. Like I mean this week Thursday, so we can check something out on Thursday. I'm trying to make sure I'm available probably by 8 p.m. on Thursday. I want to try and make myself available for you guys too. You get? I want to make myself available too. So it can be on Thursday. Yeah, on Thursday we are going to meet. All right. So Salahuddin Abdullah, you can ask your question.
So I'm sorry, sir. I want to ask because I'm a beginner, sir. And I
Okay.
want to ask about Python. What does it base on? Like the essence of Python
Okay.
itself.
Okay.
What does it
So
base on?
you know what I'm going to do? The last class I recorded the last class. I recorded the last class. So I'm going to like send it also. So I explained everything, like everything you need to know about Python in the first class. For you, I can't like the way I explained in the first class. I can't really say I can explain like that now to you now, and then you understand everything. Do you get? Because I used more than 1 hour to explain the whole thing. The last class. So I'm
Okay.
going to send it to you. Yeah,
Okay, sir.
yeah. So I guess it's the only one that asked question because the meeting is going to end very soon.
I
So
have questions.
okay, so yeah, you can ask.
Yeah, are we also using VS Code for Python, like the same we use for HTML?
Yes, yes, you are using the same VS Code. You can see, look at the layout now. Look at what I'm using. You can see that it's still VS Code. It's a code editor, so you are using the same thing. You are not using any different thing.
Yes, and JavaScript also.
Yes, yes, yes. For all programming language. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Because the one I downloaded does not have this interface. It's just like random, not full like this. Probably I downloaded the wrong one, but it's still coding, sure.
Still coding. Like
Yeah,
I've been using my own for a while. That's why my own might look a bit cumbersome like this. Do you get? Like, let's say
okay.
something we have like that edge, what we have in the edge. I have a lot of things there. It's because I've been using my own for a while. That's why it's like that.
Okay, boss. Thank you.
All right. So who else has question? Salahuddin Abdullahi. So okay. I think no one has any question anymore, right? Yeah. So yeah. So we are going to be ending today's class now. So we are going to meet on Thursday. We'll meet on Thursday. So yeah, you guys, you can start leaving the class now. You can start leaving. So have a great night, and see you guys on Thursday too as well. Yeah. Good night. Yeah. Hey, someone raised hand again.
So for those that doesn't have laptop, like now, maybe we don't have laptop. So can we run this code on our phone?
You should be able to run this Python code on your phone for a while. Don't worry, just go will provide laptop. You get, but you can run it you can run it on your laptop.
I mean, sir.
You can have like you can download a Python IDE on your phone. It's actually on Play Store that you can use to run Python code. But it's easier using laptop. That's just the thing. It's easier with laptop.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
We enjoy, sir.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. All right, so you guys you know how to leave the class. See, all right now. Good night, everyone. Yeah, let me stop the class.